Good morning, good morning, good morning, how are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to wrap up our unit on bats. Today's going to be the last day we learn about bats. I know, I've had a good time learning about bats too. But you can walk away from this week and you can have conversations with people about bats, and you can probably tell them things that they don't know. So that's going to be a pretty cool thing. All right, well, today our morning message is a question, and it just asks you, what do you know about bats? So we've learned lots of things about bats. So our morning message says, what do you know about bats? Say that with me. Say, what do you know about bats? Let's count our words. What do you know about bats? We have 5 and 6. So how many words do we have? 6 words. What was our first word? What. Okay, so I'm going to write the word what. So what do you know about bats? Okay, what do you know about bats? So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think all the way through this week things that we have learned about bats. All right, and I want you to think of something that you remember that we have learned. So, what is something that you have learned this week about bats? All right, open your eyes. And I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to share with an adult. So I want you to turn to an adult and I want you to tell them what you know about bats. So I'm going to give you just a minute to talk about it. Tell them what you know about bats. All right, those are some good answers. Okay, so I'm going to write some things that I remember about bats. Okay, so I'm going to write a number 1 right here. All right, and the first thing that I remember about bats is that bats are mammals. Okay, so right here for number 1, I'm going to write mammal. Okay, so right here, I'm writing mammal. Okay, so there's my first answer, mammal. I remember that a bat is a mammal. Now I'm going to write number 2. Okay, let me think of something else that I remember about bats. I remember that bats can fly. Okay, so I'm going to write fly. Okay, so a bat is a mammal. A bat can fly. Let me put a number 3. Something else that I remember about bats. All right, let's see. I remember that bats sleep during the day and they stay awake at night. Do you remember what that's called? Nocturnal. So I'm going to write the word nocturnal. Okay, and I'm going to write a number 4 right there, and I'm going to write one more thing. So I know that a bat is a mammal. I know that bats can fly. I know that bats are nocturnal. And one more thing that I remember learning about a bat is that a baby bat is a pup. Okay, so I'm going to write baby bats are pups. Okay? So those are the 4 things that I remember learning this week about bats. A bat is a mammal. A bat can fly. A bat is nocturnal. And baby bats are called pups. All right, so those are some things that I remember. So today, while you're learning about bats, I want you to think about all the things that you have learned this week. It could be something different from what I've written here, okay? It doesn't have to be the same thing. It just has to be something that we've learned this week about bats, okay? So we're going to continue our unit on bats today, and then we're going to wrap it up, all right? So I will see you back here later.